Welcome in to another episode of Profits Picks. We continue to have one game on the slate. So we'll look at the side, we'll look at a total, and then we'll take a look at a few player props and try to make as much money as we can as many ways as possible. So we'll start with this game here. It's going to be Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics, and my numbers are all over the place. Here we go. Opening Celtics -3. Still seeing -3 out there. Total opening 213.5, and it's dropped a half a point to 213. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that line move down on the total. I mean, Miami pretty consistently finds their way to 106 points. And if they do that and the Boston Celtics cover, this game goes over. Now, looking at how they played last game, the Celtics shot what 20? Not Celtics. The Miami Heat shot 27% from three, only 43% from the field. You have to see them shooting better than that here. And the Celtics, they didn't have the greatest game, but they had a pretty good game offensively. Turnovers is what killed them, and I expect them to limit turnovers in this game. The thing that got it over the number, both teams took a decent amount of free throws. Miami 24 for 27, Celtics 17 for 21. But it's just tough for me to see it staying under with them shooting that poorly. I'm expecting Boston's offense to come out firing. I think that as long as they attack that zone, they should be okay. And if Bam is not healthy, even if he has some struggles or he can't play the entire game or whatever the case may be, the paint will be a lot easier to attack. So I'm leaning towards an over game here. I just think Miami Heat shoot a little better. Boston continues to be well offensively, and we more times than not will see points, in my opinion. If we're looking at the side, now I've said it time and time again. I think Miami is the better team. I think Miami wins this series. I'm not quite sure that Miami does it here tonight. Like I said, Bam hurt himself. We're not sure if he's going to be 100% or how good he'll be for this game. And on the other side, everybody is pretty healthy. Now we talk. Let's look at how both teams played last time out. Um, Celtics, they shot better from the field than Miami, shot better 3-pointers than Miami. They had more rebounds. They had more assists. The thing that killed the Celtics had too many turnovers. They had 19 turnovers to Miami's 8, and Celtics only lost by what, 3 points? That would kill anybody having close to 20 turnovers. And that's the time when I want to look to bet on the Celtics. I mean, I know they had a lot of turnovers the other game and the previous game, and they came and lost that one. But they had even more turnovers in this game, so I think that's the main focus. They played a decent game besides having those turnovers. If they fix that, they win that game. They win it probably pretty comfortably. So Celtics, after they had 15 or more turnovers in their previous game, they're 13-0-1 against the spread. Average line was -2.4, and they covered by 6.93 points per game. So it makes me want to look at the Celtics. The thing we have to think about is, I mean, Miami Heat have been a team who's just handling business. Do they put the Celtics out of their misery? Are the Celtics being down on themselves, or are teams going to come out and not go out without a fight? And if I had to bank on either one, I would bank on the Celtics not going out without a fight. They've shown that they can play with this team. It's just a matter of them doing it for a full 48 minutes. I want to look at a couple of player props here. And the one that jumps out the most to me, that's going to be, I mean, this guy, he has 0 points in the first half. He comes out and has, 28 in the second half. I think he'll be very aggressive from the jump in this game here. And I think he has success. 25 and a half. Think about it. He had 0 at the half in the last game. He ended with 28. Asking him to get 26 points in an elimination game, I think is very doable for Jason Tatum. Next on that list would be As far as looking for guys to score, it would be Jaylen Brown. He's been pretty consistent for them. I would expect him to put up his 21 points in an elimination game as well. Now, we had hero props in the last game, and that was a slam dunk. He went over rebounds, he went over points, he went over 3 pointers. He scored, 37 points, I think it was. Second highest scoring rookie at 20 years of age. I'm not expecting him to do it 2 games in a row. I mean, playoffs are about adjustments. And if Boston doesn't make an adjustment to be able to slow down Hero, I mean, what are you doing here? I think that they would be extremely focused on him. And it would have to be somebody else from Miami stepping up. So I think his point total jumped 2 points from the last game. It was 14 and a half, and now it's up to 16 and a half. And I look for that to go under. So I'm not expecting as great of a game. And, maybe it's Dragic. Maybe Dragic steps up. Maybe it's not even points. Maybe he just gets the offense going and is dishing out some assists. 4.5 for a starting point guard is not too tall of an ass. I think he can get over that. I even saw it at plus money. I'm not sure if it's still plus money, but that's a prop that he can get over, especially at the price. It's a good value on that one. And then I want to think about Bam Adebayo. And when I think about him, the first thing I want to say is, I mean, he should have his way, right, boss? I mean, if he's healthy, he should have his way. But is he healthy? And but I mean, if he was healthy, rebounds, points would probably be a look for Bam. But just not knowing, I want to think about who is that guy that's gonna step up and score for this Miami team. And Dragic has had his days. Harrow has had his days. Bam has been pretty consistent. Or Harrow had his day. Bam has been pretty consistent. I'm looking for Jimmy Butler or Duncan Robinson. I think Duncan Robinson, his point total was at 9, and Jimmy Butler, his point total was at 19.5. I think those are both worth a look. I'm trying to pull up as we speak Duncan Robinson's 3 pointer. His 3 pointers at 2.5, and it is juiced minus 143. So if he makes 3 pointers, he's gonna have 9 points. He just needs one more. It's probably gonna be all 3 pointers he shoots anyway, unless for some reason he maybe gets fouled, but he probably will get fouled on that 3 pointer. So I think over the 9.5 points, so that way you can get it not juiced for Duncan Robinson, maybe a good look. Other than that, it would have to be Jimmy Butler over his, and I'm just making sure it's accurate as of the time, 19.5 points for Jimmy Butler. He has the ability to get to the free throw line, and if Boston is taking away Harrow, if they're taking away Dragic, you can only take away so much from the Miami Heat. So those are my looks there. I'll do a quick recap on the game. We are looking at, I think this game gets over the total. So over the 213, we're looking at the Boston side. I think they come out early and often. I think first quarter, first half full game, but I just do a full game and full game one. So we'll do Boston on the full game, minus the 3. And props, I'll tell you what I'm looking at in the order. Would be Tatum over the 25.5 points. I like the most. Everything else is just props I'm thinking about. I may take 1 or 2 possibly, but Brown over 20.5 points, Dragic over 4.5 assists, Harrow under 16.5 points. Those are the ways that I'm looking. Thank you for rocking with me on another episode of Profits Picks. Best of luck if you tail. Good luck on all of your action. And this is the last show of the week. This week, I'm not sure if we have games on Monday, but every day we have games next week, will be on the show. So we'll catch you again next week. Good luck, everybody.